welcome back. I am Amy, and this is Real Estate According to Amy. I just wanted to dive into another form of lead generation today. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about client events. Super fun way to prospect, lead generate, and get multiple touches in with those contacts, as well as have fun, especially if you're one of those people that really like social gatherings, social events, being around people, being with your group. This would be a great way to do it. And, it's a good way to incorporate in clients and people who, have more connection and more relationship with them into events and things that you're already doing, especially if you're attending happy hours and doing fun things like that. So client events. This is a fun one. You could do separate client events, right? Like you could do, there's like, everyone's doing pie giveaways right now where they go to Costco and they pick up a whole bunch of pies. They reach out to their database. The database comes in and picks up a pie on a certain day at a certain time. You could do things like a hot cocoa bar where at your office, you have a hot cocoa bar set up with all the fixings and invite people to come by the office on certain days, certain times to enjoy some hot cocoa and check in and say hi to you. There's all sorts of fun things like that. You can do s'mores nights, wine tasting, whatever it is, like, right? It's like fun events. I caution you when it comes to alcohol to involve that, because you could become liable for anything that transpired after the event as a result of your clients having alcohol at your event. But that's just my word of caution. Feel free to do whatever it is that you would like. So there's a bunch of different events where people come to you. You could do Santa photos, Easter Bunny photos, maybe a mini family session, right? Sometime where you have a photographer, you pay them, they're there, they take the photos, and then your clients actually pay for their own photos, or maybe you give them one photo and then they can choose from the rest if they want to do that. So there's events where they come to you, right? You host it, you do it. You may have bigger events. We actually hosted like an ice cream social at the gymnastics place one time. It just allowed people to come, drop their kids off, allow them to run around and be crazy, allowed us to mingle as adults. Super fun event. You could do a Friendsgiving with your clients. You could do a swim day, right, at the local pool. So there's all sorts of things that you could host open. Some are going to cost you more than others. Hot cocoa is really cheap. Renting out a whole pool, or maybe a movie theater, inviting them to a movie night, that might get a little bit more expensive. Now, keep in mind that we're going to be building relationships with vendors, your NHD companies, your lenders, your inspectors, and some of those you could actually have them help sponsor some of those events to offset the cost, right? So events are one good way. So again, you can have people come to you, you can go to them, or maybe you just want to tie it into what you're already doing. Maybe you go get coffee every morning at 9 a.m. So maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays are your client coffee days, and you invite a handful of clients to join you for coffee, right? Maybe there's certain groups or spheres that connect with each other. Maybe it's just you throw it out there on social media, like, hey, I'm going to head over to the coffee place at this date and this time, or tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I'd love to see you there. Come sit, chat, let's get caught up, right? You could invite them if you're doing happy hour, right? You can invite them to join you at happy hour. Maybe there's a place in your area that does like the trivia nights or things like that. Like, invite people to come hang out with you. That keeps it where it's not necessarily costing you a lot of money, especially if you're a newer agent, but it's getting people to come to you. It's having that interaction, reminding them that you're in real estate. Ask for those referrals, ask for that business, tell them about, what the market's going on, and just have fun. Okay. That's the goal. Just have fun. So events where they come to you, events where you create a separate event for those clients, and then just interacting and bringing them into what you're already doing on a regular basis. Now, with the events, we want to make sure we're prospecting based, marketing enhanced. You're going to hear me say that over and over and over again. With our events, we want to make sure that we're reaching out. We can enlist multiple touches into an event. So let's say that we're doing a pie giveaway. we're going to reach out to our client database maybe the month before and say, hey, heads up, just a reminder, November is coming up. We're going to do our annual pie giveaway. Stay tuned for more details, right? So that might be like an email that goes out, which would be marketing. Then the month of, like 2 weeks in advance, we may want to call everybody and invite them, or we may want to send out like a mass text message first and say, hey, our pie giveaway is coming out. Do you want apple or pecan or pumpkin, right? Maybe we give them some choices. Or are you going to attend our annual pie giveaway, pie day, right? Soliciting a response. And then in addition to that text, which would then again be marketing, we would call all of them, call down the list and invite them to attend our pie giveaway. Right. So now we've emailed them, we've texted them, and we've called them. That's 3 touches for all those clients. Right. Then when they actually show up, we may want to also do a reminder for those that have committed to coming to pie day, that we like the day before. Hey, just a reminder, tomorrow's our pie giveaway day. We already are, we'll be picking up your pie in the morning. We look forward to seeing you between 2 and 5 o'clock, right? Or 2 and 6 or 4 and 6 or whatever the time is, right? So just a reminder, that's the 4th touch. And then they actually show up. We have a conversation with them. We give them their pie. We're having that relationship, right? That's 5 touches. And now pie day's over. We're either going to make a phone call to them again, either thanking them for showing up and letting them know it was fun to get to catch up with them, or letting somebody know that we missed them at our annual pie giveaway day. That's also a great time to connect with them and ask for referrals. Now, who else do you know that's looking to buy or sell a home? We would love to make our pie day next year even larger with our clients, right? So that would be a good way to then solicit the business and ask for those referrals. Okay. So out of one event, you could get 6 touches, right? 6 connections with each client. So if you hosted one event per quarter, right? You don't have to do very many. What if you did 1 event per quarter? That would be 24 connections just around the events alone. Not to mention if you're sending out a monthly newsletter or anything like that. If you just did 2 events, that would be 12 touches just around those 2 events per year. So events are a great way to lead generate, to connect with your database. We always talk about sphere of influence, to ask for referrals, and to really build up our database and add people in through those events. You could even do an event where it's, hey, I'm getting together. I've got, just a few people coming over. I want you to join me for, s'mores night at my house. Bring somebody who you think I don't already know, right? I'd like to get to meet some more people in the community, even like kudos if they're a business owner or, just a friend or whatever. But now we're growing our database by doing events as well. So there's lots of different ways that you can do it, lots of different ways to spin it. The goal is lead generation, growing your database and connecting with existing people in our database and existing clients. So I hope that was helpful. As always, please make sure to like this video, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section below. I try to respond to those if you have any questions on a regular basis. So I hope that was helpful. Stay tuned to our next one. Have a fabulous day.